Be a part of history and subscribe to my 2 YouTube channels and join the 100,000 pharaohs that exist. And of course, follow me on Twitch as I create a radio station from the ground up. They ain't never seen a young black reporter coming like this. All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing? I think this is a very interesting story, right? Listen, in life, you only have your past, right? I can only trust a man for what he's shown me in the past. And for good or for bad, I'm going to roll with that, right? So there's an artist that goes by the name of Lil Pump. If you don't know Lil Pump by right now, for all my older audience out there, the 30 and up, he's got this song called Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. If you do know him, if you're 30 and up, that'll be the record that you know him from, right? Other than that, he's got the young wave on lock right now. I believe him and Lil Yachty are leaders of the new wave, the mumble rap era. Outside of the Migos and company, if you want to name some of the younger artists who are leaders of that wave, I'll probably put Lil Yachty and Lil Pump atop that list, right? Lil Pump's a 17-year-old rapper, colorful dreads in his head. He's done a lot of ignorant stuff in the few months that I've been following and covering him to a degree. And he's in trouble again, all right? So according to law enforcement, they had to arrest Lil Pump Wednesday night at his home because he fired a gun, all right? Here is the problem. Lil Pump and his manager are claiming that 3 men came into the rapper's front door trying to get into his San Fernando home, right? And the suspects fired a gun once through the door, which prompted Lil Pump to respond and try to shoot back at these 3 people who were trying to rob him. All right. When police finally responded, they found a bullet hole in the front door. However, there were no suspects on the scene, and which is rightfully so. They're gone after, if they didn't get what they needed, they're gone, right? And the cops say the 17-year-old rapper had been smoking so much dope, and after they were talking to him, they found holes in the story. All right. They're saying there's no way that someone came into his home and tried to rob him. There's just no way that happened. All right. He was just high out of his mind. He's lying. All right, cops say the trajectory of the bullet hole shows it came from inside the home, which means Lil Pump was somewhere around there shooting himself. Police returned a few hours later with a search warrant. They found a handgun in the bushes below the balcony of Pump's apartment. The weapon was unloaded, but cops found ammo for the gun in the apartment. Cops felt Pump had fired the gun into the door, not an intruder, and they arrested Pump for firing a weapon in an inhabited place. All right, that's the story. Now, here's the problem with Lil Pump trying to get some credibility and trying to get the police to believe him. If you have no prior offenses, yeah, they might believe you. But here's the problem with Lil Pump's story. I want to show you guys a video of what Lil Pump was known for in the past. This is a video of Lil Pump randomly driving and shooting his firearm at houses.
Yeah! Hold on. Hey, look, hold on. Hey, what you doing? Me and Ski on that. Gang shit, you little bitch. You little bitch.
Now, how can I believe someone telling me that someone intruded in their home and that there's no way he would ever discharge a firearm inside of his home when I just got footage of this man randomly firing his firearm at night at houses for no reason? See, this is what this new generation is going to learn the hard way, right? Your past, you might benefit off of it for a while, but it's going to one day catch up with you. And it is tough to believe Lil Pump when he's telling me, no, somebody was trying to rob me, whether he's telling the truth or not. When you have this past of, and there's multiple, I just posted one video. There are multiple scenarios when Lil Pump had guns, doing all type of stuff just for the hell of it, because he wanted this cred or this gangster cred of somebody who, you know what I'm saying, will pop his firearm. You're not gangster for popping your firearm in the middle of the night. Everyone has guns nowadays. That's not gangster. That's not tough. That's stupid, and you're messing up the bread. I find it hard to believe that Lil Pump actually was being robbed or anyone was trying to intrude in his home. I just think the brother got high. He made an ignorant decision that I've heard he makes a lot of them. As a matter of fact, when I tried to interview Lil Pump, I'm not lying to you guys, I asked him a question, right? We didn't even get into the interview. I was trying to set the interview up with him. I was backstage with him at a show, and he responded to me by saying, "Get it." I'm not lying to you. This man told me, and I don't follow Lil Pump's wave like that, right? I cover him when I need to, but I'm not really that invested in his wave. His music's not for me. But he told me, "Get it." All right. With all that being said, Look, Lil Pump, you got to learn the hard way that you provided too much video evidence. You think the feds don't got access to this evidence? You don't think police officers and FBI got access to this evidence? It looks kind of shady, bro. And I find it hard to believe that somebody robbed you. You just look like you made a dumb, terrible decision. He got the house arrest bracelet on, and TMZ called up with him afterwards, and he told him, skid it. Your answer to everything can't be skid it. At some point, you're going to have to be an adult sooner rather than later. You're closing in on 18 and address the issues that are happening in your life, because you're fucking up the bread for you and your team, as he's on the heels of signing a big deal with a label, specifically probably Gucci's 1017. Mr. Taliaferro TV, do y'all believe Lil Pump? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Y'all think for 1 second maybe Lil Pump actually was being robbed, or do y'all think this is just Lil Pump being ignorant and firing a weapon into his own home? What dumb ass, why would you fire a weapon into your own crib that you pay for? I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.